So why was I on the Epic Podblast? That's Dr. Hussein Gandhi's new podcast, banging on about YouTube. We'll tune in and find out. In this video, I'll show you how I created a practice YouTube account and how this saved us clinical and administration time with one of our most successful videos so far. So we're going to break this down really into 5 areas: what, how, why, our results, and then what's next. So what was the problem? So I'm the diabetic lead for our practice, and we had a local service for a diabetic remission. Patients were able to access a complete meal replacement for free and then have weekly support for up to a year and allow them to adjust their food intake. This was based off the direct study and had some amazing results. The problem was that in the past 6 months, we'd only referred a grand total of 1 person. So from a quick search, looking at our patient list, we had 50 patients who were eligible for this service, and knowing our patients, they would really want to know about this. But how do we get this information to them? Thinking out loud, there are really sort of 3 options how we sort of classically communicate with patients. Do we do, say, an individual consultation, group consultation, or say, do we write letters, or even just set a blind AccuRx? The issue with a lot of these is that they take a lot of time, both for clinicians and, more importantly, the backroom staff as they ring up patients, try and book them in. And we're coming up to winter, and we just didn't have those number of appointments. So could we do this another way? So why YouTube? I'd established our YouTube account when I first joined the practice about 2 years ago, and I'd used it for patient information to try and minimise the impact to admin staff answering the phones. Done videos for our flu vaccination clinics and also Group B strep. For me, it represented a pace that any repeated consultation I could do once and then sort of not have to sort of repeat myself time and time again. YouTube as well represents one of the few social media sites that really has invested in health creator content, and I was lucky enough to be part of the YouTube Health Creator Academy, which was a free 10 hours of CPD to help support this. Also, YouTube has it where most videos are supported by the practice website, so it's really easy to incorporate it. And the other aspect, it's completely free and there's no file limit size. You can keep banging up from that way. So how do we do it? I'm going to bring you into a secret. Come closer. You can do this too. But I don't know what to say. Yes, you do. As a GP, or if you're a doctor watching this, you are trained to explain stuff to patients all the time. And all I did was I got a copy of the presentation we were given and then just annotated it. But I can't record myself. You have loads of options. You can record yourself straight on PowerPoint and make a video from that. The other options is whether you present the slides as I did and use a different software such as Camtasia. Another way is Canva. Now, I use this a lot when I want to create sort of something a bit flashy, as you can create short clips, animate pictures, animate words coming up, and then you can record yourself directly on the file itself. But I don't have the right equipment, you're saying. I'm assuming when you say that, you think I've got a big fancy camera. The only extra equipment that I've got is this microphone, which is a Yeti microphone, which is recommended, and I record a lot of it off my Mac screen. Recording sound is way more important than recording video, and sound quality really sort of detracts from the enjoyment. So make sure you invest in a microphone. But I've used it when doing it off my earbuds and also just using with the practice microphone as well. So the results. So we went from the previous 6 months where we had 1 referral to a whopping 15. And also a slight confession, we actually overloaded the service, and these patients that we had referred unfortunately ended up on a bit of a waiting list. I sent a short survey out afterwards and got a couple of responses, but majority really positive looking at this way of communicating. So what's next? As with anything, we work in a team. So I took this back to the practice, other partners, doctors, nurses, and just to see if they had any repetitive conversations that they were just hoping to sort of minimize down. Main feedback, statins. After your healthy heart check or sort of your 5-yearly check of your cholesterol, how do we communicate whether they want to go on a statin or not? And they were fed up of repeating the same consultation. So that's the plan for next time. So I hope you found this useful. If you want to have a chat through, please reach out gptemplates@gmail.com. Feel free to pick my brains. Dr. Dave Hindmarsh, GP Templates. Good luck.